We are just 3 hours away from the official kickoff of President Trump's 2020 re-election campaign for the White House.
Yeah, tens of thousands of people are in the heart of downtown Orlando for the event right now, including Action News Jax anchor Tenikka Hughes. Tenikka, you're live at the Amway Center where you're hearing from supporters and opponents of the president.
Hey, John and Lorena. Yeah, we arrived at the Amway Center around 7 this morning. We were allowed to come in, put down our gear, and then we had to leave for several hours for a security sweep. And we were allowed in right around 3 o'clock, and that's when they also opened the doors to people with the VIP badges. And since then, people have begun to fill into the arena. I want to set the scene for you. I'm standing here on the floor of the arena in the press risers, and Vice President Mike Pence actually just arrived. And we're going to try to pan up to see if we can give you a shot. The crowd started cheering when they saw him pop up there in the background. And if you come back down here to me, you can see media from all over the world is here. This is actually CBS News, the network right behind me. And just over their camera, you can see the podium where President Donald Trump will be speaking tonight. And just behind there is some reserved seating. So those are the folks that you'll see in the background while the president is speaking. But again, in the last 2 hours, the crowd has started to fill in here at the Amway Center. This can hold about 20,000 people. Now, before they were in the arena, they were outside. About 10 this morning, they kicked off the 45 Fest, and we have a look outside for you now. There was food trucks, live music, and different vendors out there selling things. It was hot. A lot of folks had umbrellas out earlier today. Then it rained, and the crowd thinned out just a bit. But I had a chance to walk around, talk to some supporters, and I also walked a couple of blocks away to speak to some opponents as well. Umbrellas blocked the sun and later on the rain for hundreds of Trump supporters gathered at the 45 Fest outside of the Amway Center ahead of President Trump's 2020 campaign kickoff tonight. Many told me their minds are already made up.
He had my vote already 100%.
And when it comes to the issues, what specific policies of the president do you support, and what do you want to hear from him tonight as he launches into 2020?
We support everything, his whole agenda. We love from immigration to just everything that he stands for.
For 2020, I want him to tackle the debt, to build a wall, and to get a solution for health care.
This Orlando barber is not a Trump supporter and says he wants the next president to focus on issues at home.
Being a black man in America, you definitely have to stand for civil rights and rights for a black man in particular, since that's me, and I have 2 sons that are coming up in this country.
Just blocks away from the arena, Trump opponents are holding a counter rally called Win with Love. An organizer tells me people from all walks of life will show personal stories of how the Trump administration policies have hurt them and their communities.
We've all just come together to show the world that Orlando, we win with love here, and that we stand in opposition to Trump's policies of hate, division, corruption, and we're here to show the world that Florida is not going to make the same mistake again.
And Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will be at the rally tonight. He aligned with President Trump during his own campaign. Now, again, it's here at the Amway Center. As I mentioned, it can hold 20,000 people. Earlier this week, the president tweeted that there were more than 100,000 requests for the tickets. And we'll wait to see if this fills up. But so far, it is starting to fill up to the top tiers there. Now, back in Jacksonville, the local Duval County, the Republican Party there, is actually hosting a watch party to watch the president's rally tonight. It's going to be held at the Mudville Grill on Beach Boulevard starting at 8 o'clock tonight. If you're in the area in Jacksonville there and you want to see the watch party, again, the Duval GOP hosting a watch party there. Now, after the president's speech, the Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders will actually deliver a response. Senator Sanders says that he will live stream the response immediately following the president's campaign launch remarks, and he will launch that video on YouTube. Coming up tonight at 6, the president's announcement in Florida is significant. We know that Florida is a key battleground state that the president won in 2016. We'll tell you why this state is so important in the race for 2020. Now, for now, I'm reporting live in Orlando. Tenikka Hughes, CBS 47, Action News Jax.